Scorpio, I cannot even believe I have done like half of your reading and it was not recording. I'm just going to leave the cards where they are and I'm going to go through this. This is so wild. This has never happened before. So I'm seeing you, Scorpio, I'm seeing you be in a situation where you have been in a very delicate procedure where when it comes to what you're communicating and what you're manifesting, you've been using the High Priestess to your advantage in a necessary way, which has been helping you overcome obstacles and challenges that you've been facing, and you moving to a space where you're like, because of how tapped in I am and because of me following my intuition, knowing that I'm putting all my faith and trust into this, it is going to like accrue this outcome that I want. I'm seeing also, this has to do with a relationship of yours, okay? I'm seeing also that this information that you have, you being connected with the High Priestess in this way, it's helped you navigate a very tricky situation with someone that may have, if you were not, you have knowledge, right? This person doesn't know how you have the knowledge that you have, okay? They don't realize that you have access to what you have access to. Surprise, surprise, Scorpio. I feel like this comes up in every reading. Like you and your ability to tap in an otherworldly way. So you're out here, right? And I'm seeing like you have access to the High Priestess, which has been helping you navigate within this situation. But this person over here that you've been dealing with, they may have, if you did not have access to the High Priestess, been able to take advantage of you within a situation, whether they meant to or not, okay? But I'm seeing you be able to hinder that is what I'm hearing. You stop it, because I'm seeing like before something happens, you even know, you're like out, like up in astral, like ripping the receipts off of things and bringing it back to the 3D and being like, this, and this is going to happen. And so I'm going to play the chess moves like this over here to stop something from happening that you would not have wanted to happen. And so I'm seeing that there's somebody coming through that feels a type of way about you having boundaries, but they have no idea that you know what you know. So this information that you have, I'm seeing it be hella accurate. I'm seeing you be super, super connected. I'm seeing like you and the High Priestess be like hand in hand here. And I'm seeing that you're taking this information and applying it to this situation, communicating what needs to be communicated with like quite a difficult energy that would not give you anything. And so this person definitely feels a type of way about you putting your foot down, but again, they have no idea that you know what they're doing. Like this person has no clue, like how tapped in you are, no clue at all. So they're in a space where they're like, I don't understand why Scorpio's acting that way, but you know why you're acting that way. But they have no clue at all. So I think that they're like thrown off right now. Which is so interesting, because if you didn't have access to the High Priestess, they would have been, it looks like they would have been like running the show in some way. But now you've like completely stopped them from doing this. I'm seeing them be baffled. Like they just do not understand how you have this information. They don't get it at all. I'm seeing you trying to like sort out your next move here. You're like, what would be the best thing for me to do here within this situation? I'm seeing you do this from the vantage point of like wanting to make the most empowering moves within this, yeah, tricky situation that you're navigating. I keep hearing navigating. I'm seeing like a little submarine here. This can be like emotional stuff that you're kind of finding your way through. It feels mental as well. So we have Mercury, the Moon, and Cancer. It does seem like somebody has some heavy Cancer placements in their chart. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person is used to kind of employing what they employ to be able to turn situations in the way that they want to, but I'm just seeing them not be able to with you. It's like, that's not going to fly here. The thing is that this person has their own stuff that they really need to be working out independently that's not on you. and they may have tried to like push something on you, when really all that your guides are encouraging you to do is like stand your ground, to hold space for yourself, to be like, I'm not okay with that if you're not okay with something, and to just let this person deal with their own process. Because I'm seeing this person that you've been dealing with, their heart chakra is so closed right now. And so they're suffering like the karmic implications of that. And that has nothing to do with you. You're just in a space where you're like, I hold my ground and you're not going to take advantage of me. And I'm not going to be guilted into this. Like, this person may be trying to project something onto you. And you're like, no, that's not going to happen here. Not today. Not now, not ever. But this person is starting to really feel the effects of the Five of Swords here and like not feel good about it. Like, they may be suffering in some way within their life because of their choices to live in this space. It feels very much like you meeting fire with fire within this situation. This person feels very, very lonely, but it's because of what they've been doing. This is somebody being like, I'm not going to be vulnerable, but then feeling very lonely because they have nobody that they're connected with. It's one of those situations. Nobody that they're connecting with in a deep way. They may have been like more superficially motivated, and now at this point they're just like sad, you know? Which, that's not to say this in a way where you're meant to feel guilty or anything now. This is just saying that they're suffering the consequences of their behavior. And it's good too, because if you were to like placate them within this situation, they may not learn. This is going to be a great learning opportunity for this person, for them being like, now I realize that when I close myself down and when I don't allow myself to be vulnerable with somebody that I very much could have been vulnerable with, now I'm stuck here alone, feeling like I lack that connection, feeling like I don't have intimacy. And that's something that I want. So this is going to help this person like have a revelation about the way that they've been behaving, and again, like what those consequences are. Because they're going to get so uncomfortable with this, within this energy, that it's going to motivate them to change, potentially. So that's why it's so important for you to hold your ground and not take on this person's karma, because it's going to actually help them work through it. So this is like a very, very valuable moment here for each of you, because you're learning how to advocate for yourself and how to stand your ground and how to trust your intuition above all, and know that that's always going to steer you in the right direction. And it's helping you work with somebody. I'm seeing, Scorpio, it's so easy for you to have empathy and to connect in that way. But when you are like all empathy and no boundaries, you constantly feel like people are betraying you and taking advantage of your kindness and the things that you have to offer, you know, because you can be reflective, you can give people insight as to what's going on in their heads, you know, like Scorpio is associated with with mental health and with psychology and stuff like that. And so you have people around you that you end up revealing to them where their mind is within a situation. And it can be very draining, because people, instead of doing the work themselves, are like relying on you to be giving them the answers. And this is you being in a space where you have somebody coming through that doesn't feel like they've truly like valued and appreciated you. And you being in a space where you're like, I'm seeing ahead of things and I'm seeing where things going, and I'm going to stop you right there. And this is one of those moments where potentially this person could have sort of like bullied you into not doing that, but you are so tight here with the High Priestess that I'm not seeing that happen. And I'm not even seeing you be like triggered in any sort of way. I'm just seeing you like very confidently making these moves. And this is really going to throw this person off, because they have not experienced somebody being like that with them. And I'm hearing it's going to change their life. It's really going to change things for this person, you being in this space. You're also working out. I don't know if it was solely happening in this situation or this is a general thing. You're also working out your tendency to attach and then sort of like lose yourself within the process. This is like about your ability to remain in a grounded space, to remain centered, and to think logically. And I'm hearing impress yourself in that way. But it feels like also apply yourself in that way, which is like a big move for you. I'm feeling really strong heat in my left hand, like in the palm. This does feel like there's something chakra related that's like opening up and flowing now for you. I'm seeing you be very, very empowered. Like this is a process that has you feeling like very, very solid and really seeing yourself throughout this. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.